about it. Say you don't like the life I live. Girl, let's talk about it. Alright, I'm always around. Yeah, let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it. Yeah, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm always on the grind. Girl, let's talk about it. Yeah, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it.
Peace up. The God is indigo. Knowledge is key. Yeah, yeah, we up here tonight. What's up, guys? She disappeared. Hey, yeah, but tonight, hey, it's something that definitely is gonna be monumental. We got to deal with this depression, anxiety,
Alive.
bipolar,
I'm back.
grief.
I'm back.
Okay, all right, there we go. There we go. God body. Yeah. So yeah, how you doing, guys? What's up? What's up? All right, but yeah, today we're gonna deal with this depression. Oh look, here we go.
Oh, they
Uh,
had my live lock, of course.
for real? No.
Yeah, so I had look. I had to go off. I came right back.
Yeah.
They gonna stop
Oh,
messing
so,
with it.
so was you able to put your live up?
Yeah, I put it public.
All right, Betsy. Most definite. Most definite.
They are messy. I can't mess with them folks.
Big time. At all. At all. Seriously. On a lot of levels. Yeah,
That's
why?
just,
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna deal with all that. But speaking of this, because we want to do this on a higher vibration tonight too. Like we definitely are not gonna make this a low vibrational event. But we are gonna talk about depression, anxiety, bipolar, grief, and shadow work. Becoming the greatest version of yourself, doing these things, and to jump it off, I think if you're dealing with depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, all the things are dealing with shadow work, and you have 10 fingers and 10 toes. Best thing you can do is keep moving. The moment you be still and sink in this depressed state, all of this energy just builds up and walls begin to cave in. So it's always good for people to exercise, watch what you feed your solar energy, which reflects to your aura. There's a lot of it's a lot of things that go in detail into dealing with this subject that we definitely gonna tackle tonight. God is to go. What's good? Can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I got the mic
Okay,
off
there
because
we
the
go.
kids. I
Yeah,
said I want to
yeah.
know. I want to know if we schizophrenic, if we spiritual, or are we possessed?
Mm. Oh, are we
Yeah,
schizophrenic? Oh yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
my brother.
Oh, God body. What's up, King? How you doing? Most definite.
That's
Most definite.
that's my twin right there.
Yeah, God body. God body. So you said we schizophrenic, possessed, or what was the other one?
Spiritual, gifted.
Or spiritual. There we go. I think when you ask these questions, you have to ask the person this. Me myself, I'm a Taurus, so I realize my strengths and I realize my weaknesses. A bull, a stay in the field and play around, waste a lot of time. It'll, play with the kid, eat grass all day. But whenever you establish momentum being a Taurus and you get moving, nobody works harder than you do. Like you have to realize what you're good at and work with what you good at and become great. Realize your attributes. So, like say King Gemini. I
That's
yeah,
what we.
yeah, word
That's what
life.
we call them. That's what we
Yeah,
call them.
God body. So yeah. So I think spiritual is I, we speak English, so a lot of things that people really feel, they don't know the vibrations of words that actually speak, where a person can actually feel what you're saying. So the possessed part, I mean, you can ask a person, are they drunk? I mean, that's a possession. You drinking something. The spirits. 10 is not from fruits. It's not from fruits, yeast, and letting it ferment with sugar. That's not how they doing it. So, I mean, when
Right.
you, yeah. So yeah, like I don't know. I think that's a great question. What is your perception? I mean, are we schizophrenic, spiritual, or possessed?
My brother said my brother said he's schizophrenic, but I think I think he's gifted. I just think that most people don't know how to control that.
Yeah.
You know, the voices or the whatever, the visions or whatever people say schizophrenia is to them. But I think it's levels. Like when you see people bugging out, like say you see somebody homeless on the side of the street and they just going like this, they talking to themselves, they're doing that. You know
Yeah.
something's taking over their vessel somehow, some way. You know something is there present, you know, tapping them in, tapping them out. So I think it is three different levels of hearing. You know,
Mm.
depending on what vibration you in, you're gonna either be possessed, schizophrenic, or just, you know, people like me, the healers, we're gonna say, well, we're gifted. Because I said this earlier. I
Mm.
said, how do y'all call me to talk to spirits, but then you go and tell your cousin he's schizophrenic? Like he
Mm.
might just be gifted and he needs some help.
Or in this world, they might not how to. If something is different to anybody, then their perception, it's how you perceive certain things. It's how
Mm.
you perceive certain things. I always use the tsunami that happened in Asia. Um, they said, yeah, they said that the animals you could literally retreating and leaving where the ocean was. Everything was leaving. They disappeared. They couldn't find that, but the people were still playing on the beach, and they seen that the water was receding. It was way past where it should be, but people was following the water. Next thing you know, these big waves start hitting, like it killed all of these people.
Mm.
Most people are not in tune with what's really taking place. I mean, I think it's big in this world. You know, it's like a huge thing. So I think it's definitely a thing of being in tune with what's taking place. A lot of times you can see a crash course, but you can't really speak. I put it like this: every journey is an individual journey. So since everyone has their, I think you listen to people. I mean, I don't want to jump around, but I think people that some people I've seen, for instance, a blind boy. I don't know if you heard the Echo boy. He was blind, but he made these dolphin click sounds, and he could actually ride skate. He would know if cars is coming. It was actually like he had eyes, but he was blind from like birth. I don't know if you heard of him.
Mm-mm. No, but look, you know, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
I'm
most
gonna look it up.
definitely.
I sure am. Cause you know, I did. So I was talking to Ferg, and she, hey, grandma, your energy, my energy is eternal. Courtney trying to get
Yeah,
on here. Yoda trying to pull up.
yeah. I sent him the. I sent him the.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. God
Gra-
body, Marcellus, Mr. Ego Harris. What's good, King? Most definite. And
Um, I'm still on here. Let me send grandma the link.
okay. Yeah.
There we
Grandma,
go.
shout out to you too. Was good. But
I got Kiki on here. Hey, sis. Yeah.
yeah,
Um. So Fergie was like, "Well, maybe y'all should talk about protection." She wanted to talk about
God
um
body.
celibacy while single.
Mm,
And shadow work kind of ties into everything. A lot of people want the help, but they don't want to even have the intentions for the help to work and go through. push through. Like, how are you going to ask people to do work for you or help you with work and your intentions ain't right? You doubting spirit, you doubting the most high, you doubting the ancestors and yourself, obviously. So I think intention have a lot to do. You can't just say affirmations, you gotta see it and feel it. You was talking
Yeah.
about the English language. But it's crazy because people always talk about we gotta go back to our native tongue. That's just not what the ancestors say to me. You know, they're like, listen, if somebody tells y'all that we don't know this language, something's, you know what I mean? When they be like, oh, y'all speaking English to the ancestors, like they know what the fuck their kids talking about. They know what their incarnates are speaking of. Period. They're not dumb. So when people be saying stuff like that, you be like, you think we don't? They don't know what we talking about? Cause I see them doing. I write
Yeah.
my petitions in English. You know, like what you talking about?
Yeah.
And they push through every time. So I think that's another thing. It's about intention. It's not words or any of that.
Yeah.
What's up, Yoda?
Yeah. God
What up,
body.
though? How everybody doing?
We good. What you doing?
I'm just sitting there chilling, just got off the highway, came back from the country.
Always driving.
Yeah, I'm always on the go trying to make some shit go. For
Okay.
real.
We talking
I
about
got
shadow work.
shadow work. I see the depression and anxiety and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anxiety and depression. It's a big deal in our community, and a lot of men be running from the fact that they be facing it. I'm going through it right now. I take medicine right now for it.
For which one?
Both anxiety and
What if I
depression.
tell you I can send you some herbs and you'll never deal with that again? Or I can.
Send shit. I'm waiting
I'm,
on it.
I'm
I,
okay. I'm telling you, blue vervain and mugwort are really clear all that up with some
I,
chamomile.
yeah, I'm with you. So this my thing. I'm on healing. I'm on healing time right now. I'm on get myself together time right now. So everything we doing right now is actually me. Like literally, like I'm going through a lot of what y'all talking about. So like every day when I be on here with y'all, that's a manifesting that where I'm actually be able. This is my healing point. So it helps me. And I'm going through a lot right now.
You hear my brother? He said,
What's
Yeah.
"Don't
that?
take them."
Yes.
He said, "Don't." He said, "Don't
Yes.
take them herbs. I'm gonna have you walking backwards." I'm telling you, sitting on your ass like,
He
y'all
said what?
hear,
This
man.
for business.
Listen,
Yeah.
I be making my family teas, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they be like, "What the you got in this tea?" They be
Yeah.
feeling good for real.
Yeah.
My niece,
For real. For
my
real.
niece is
I,
drinking it.
I think them pills. She asked, "What do I think the pills are stuffed with?" A lot of narcotics.
Real time.
A lot of get you high, get you think that you stabilizing your thought process, and you're not. I don't take that shit. Like shit, I'm not crazy, bro. I have to. I take it according to what's necessary. If I have one of them meltdowns where I'm furious, I poop. So shit, and then I tried it to see what they do. Man, look, send me your herbs, man. Send me your herbs. I want to try that.
I will send you a list of herbs. I'm gonna have to make sure that I put you on my page for real, for real. I
Yeah,
gotta make sure I add you on here tonight.
do that because like I'm wide open for any kind of conversation, any topic that we want that y'all want to talk about. I'm open for it because I'm like
I
I'm a living testimony, man. Like I'm a walking. I'm here for that. That's the reason why we tapped in with each other like that.
I have I have given a lady, her baby was having seizures, and I
Yeah,
made her herbal mix and never had another seizure. Never had another
Ooh,
seizure.
Mm.
I'm
I
with you.
I done made some babies.
Mm.
My brother on here. He got his
Yeah.
daughter. The girl, she couldn't have no babies. I said, listen, just drink this tea. I mean, that girl, that mother got pregnant so fast. I was like, like
Hey,
you were waiting
did
how
she,
long?
did she start walking backwards?
I mean, walking backwards,
Oh yeah.
waddling.
Hey, look, every
Yeah,
which way, for real, for real.
for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Herbs,
nah,
herbs help you.
this something that I coach as a race. Let me say that as a race of people, we're not strong enough mentally to say, "Hey, I really need this help. Hey, I really want to." Who was this Harris person?
That's my brother.
His last
Yeah.
name Harris. Where
My
you
last
from?
name Harris.
Where you from?
Um, I I grew up in Charleston, but I was born in Maryland.
Hey, is your granddad's last? Your great granddad named Bill Sweet Harris
No, cause we Freemans.
Freeman. How you get the last name Harris?
My grandma.
Where's she from?
God
I think
body.
they're like from
Oh, goodness.
Pennsylvania and Maryland and DC area,
Yeah.
something
See,
like that.
my granddaddy
But
was a
they
booger.
but
I
they
gotta say
Freeman.
this, huh?
Harris is like married. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Harris is married. I got seven. Now she a hoe. I was trying not to say that, Q. Come on,
Who a
man.
hoe? Who was a
Three
Granny.
hoe?
oh four.
Granny.
Okay. Look,
Oh
that's what I'm
man.
about to tell you. Hold on, peep
Oh
this,
my
peep this,
God.
peep. No, for real,
Whoa.
in real life.
Whoa,
My
you lying
grandfather,
too. Oh
my great
goodness.
grandfather name was
Yeah,
Bill Sweet
God
Harris. This
body.
man had 6 to 8 multiple families, and they
Okay,
spread
but
out.
I'm trying to tell you that the last name that I got is not my grandfather's name.
Oh, I got you.
It's
So
like
she,
it's like we don't know why the fuck we got that name because like that
well,
wasn't
that's
my
hell.
daddy's daddy. That man wasn't my father's father.
Okay, but see, his name was Bill Sweet Harris. He done put his last name all over y'all. That's my granddaddy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, but
Hey,
but
cuz.
we are from the Cherokee Freeman tribe. We got seven,
Okay.
eight generations back from what I found so far.
Oh, that's cool.
So I have my dad's middle name is Freeman, so she didn't take that from him.
Cool. But nah, like, look, bro, say, hey, cuz.
Yeah.
For real,
God
like
body.
100. Like,
Oh
Nah,
goodness.
granddaddy was out there chunking that missile out there and everything. You know what I mean? And
he
he wasn't
said, "Hey,
playing either.
cuz my brother funny as shit, man."
Yeah.
Yeah. So nah, on the cool though, y'all, like
Hey, Carlene.
it's really needed. It's really needed from our people to like start lining this stuff up because it's affecting the kids so bad. The kids be out here don't know what's going on. They be popping all kind of pills in the streets, and it's the same thing that they get from the pharmacy, but they're abusing it, and not knowing how to take care of themselves. So, and it's killing a lot of our kids. So
Yeah.
we them herbs, it'll take a lot of the way, but we need to have like whole seminars on this type of stuff, man.
Yeah, but the willing and it is the food and the music
Food and the
because
music, yeah,
coming from America coming here, they're not even allowed to put certain ingredients in the food here. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I look at the back, and then I look at the back of something that I can get in America, and the ingredients are different because they can't put certain things. Like America's a country that just allow their poisoning, just free poisoning everybody.
yeah.
And, and he write about the music because I always use NLE Chopper as a example because he was conscious rapping, and
Mm-hmm.
then what he say? Oh, they told me I can't do that shit no more. They like if I want to make
Yeah.
money, I can't do that shit no more.
What paper
So
book?
okay, you play video games with my 7-year old, so I don't want to hear every other day he on there playing video games. Put
Oh
her
yes.
have him on the thing.
I gotta say something about the video game thing.
What you just say?
I gotta say something on the video game thing.
I'm sorry. What did you just
No,
say? You said
I
something.
gotta say this. What's that?
She said, how
What's that?
soon? How sorry? What did you say to him just then?
He played video games with my son.
And then you said
Yeah,
something after that. What did you say after that?
Cut the
I'm gonna
shit.
have his
Stop playing. What I
play
say?
with it.
Nah, you
He said,
said it
"How
sounded like you said
value?"
something. Okay.
What business?
He said I'm a high value man.
Yeah,
Don't
Yeah.
play with me.
yeah. He said he high value, but I say
No,
there are a lot of men that are not high value. They haven't taken care of what they should, but they playing video games,
right.
and the women like and she spoke on too. To the women out there, if you're celibate, you playing with your toys, hey man, House Bill 504c3, no more toys and no more video games for people who
Right.
not where they at. Like in celibacy, if you killing yourself with a toy every day, you're not
Yeah, they
It's
said
the
celibate.
it's messing
same
the
thing.
nerves up.
Yeah,
You goofing
yeah,
yourself,
like
They said
yeah,
fornicating.
it messes our vaginal
Yeah,
nerves.
yeah.
like
I don't own one of
there
those
we
things,
go,
so I
there
don't
we
have to worry
go.
about my nerves. But uh,
Mm.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
oh goodness.
they said that the people been in the hospital playing with that rose thing. I be dying laughing, cause and then we was talking about the BBLs earlier. You know the little song, them
Yeah,
BBLs killing y'all.
Yeah,
for
Listen,
the
they got a
real.
little song. Yeah,
Wow,
that's how I feel.
wow.
I be singing the shit out that song, cause come on, just come on. But everybody got to do what they got to do. That rose gonna kill. It have been taking people out. People been in the hospital playing with that thing.
for
Mm,
real.
mm.
Yeah, they've been in the hospital playing with that rose. I mean,
Yeah, what it do
yeah.
to
I don't know. I'm not
them?
watching no videos about what that thing do to them hoes. Hell no.
Hey, no, I seen it. Look, I almost went posted this thing where this lady, the rose wasn't even out. She was messing with this old dude. And she was in the she went to the hospital and every 5 seconds she was having an orgasm. She was like and talking. He did this to me, and she just kept. I was like, damn. And now if the road got them ladies like that right now, hey, they somebody for get sued. I'm gonna go buy me two. They gonna have a recall. I'm gonna buy me two, and I'm gonna put insurance on my girlfriend. I'm gonna hit her with it. Hit her with it. She gonna be able. That's crazy, bro.
Hey,
So you serious that they going to the hospital for this stuff?
I'm not playing.
Oh my God, you need to send me a clip of that. I want to see that.
You look, act knowledge. I got the videos and everything. I'm coming back, y'all. I got the videos and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to tap in with that.
All right. Even to go back on anxiety and all of those
But
things that we were really on, to strike back on that topic. If we dealing with these imaginary things, we need people because we got phones that connect. We don't have to use tele anything. They say telephone. Um, so that is because the telephone was invented meant that somebody had to think about telepathy or talking to somebody that wasn't around them.
yeah,
However we look at it,
right.
before you even invented, the mind had it before the airplane was invented. Somebody had to see that, and this is the way the mind works. When you focus on something, you actually see it, and you feeling it, you create whatever you choose to create
Yeah,
after that. But it's things are difficult when you have these imaginary toys that you play, the things that adults we spend our energy on. And like I say, like this has been happening for generations. But we have to be at some point we got to be accountable. Like we got to be accountable. At some point we got to start. And I say I start with these type things first because I literally do this every day. Some people might say, like I spoke on being a Taurus or a bull. When you start seeing that there's momentum, when you start feeling like, hey man, I gotta do this. This needs to be done today. You start feeling the urgency. Something within you
yep.
is telling you things are urgent, and times it's for a reason. So I'm not gonna waste time arguing with somebody if they don't understand none of that, because there are people really dealing with depression, anxiety, they're bipolar, and a lot of these people, if if
Are
they just know
creative.
care, if they just know somebody care enough to listen, dissect, issue they got, help them. But
And
it,
bro, they gonna give you a million things to understand at that point. I'm serious when I say this because I got a cousin this he's schizophrenic, manic depressive at the same time, and bipolar. And the things that me and him talk about, he only connect with me because I don't make fun of it. I understand what he's going through. I talk to him, I talk through it with him. When he going through it, I tell him, hey, bro, like you gonna have to snap back and talk to me on the level to where I understand you because I don't understand where you're coming from right now. So get back over here with me for just a second so I can understand where you come from. Then he elaborates and breaks it down to me into a point where I have no choice but to understand what he's talking about. The dude is so brilliant, bro. He done wrote five to I'm gonna say I know for a fact he got 6 books that's ready right now that'll
Yeah,
blow your mind.
God
Yeah.
body, God body. Nah, I see that. I see that, and I think at the end with Marcellus, Mr. Ego, I think what he's saying is basically true, and I think it's difficult for most people to accept. Only
Strong man.
response, yeah. I mean, this is, I mean, man, we're gonna come to them critical points where I think that is definitely true. But when you're dealing with heartstrings, you're dealing with your children that might not be strong. You're dealing with a brother, sister, aunt, or it could be anybody, an uncle, it could be anybody, and you see the weakness in so many. You like, damn, I don't
Yeah.
want to lose. I don't want to lose everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you damn near think that it's very few people. I mean, you look and think. I mean, how many people how many people think the truths are conspiracies? I mean, not, you know, I'm just saying, just
Uh,
like
that's
you
what
say what?
that's what America had you think. That's what America have all our people on conspiracy theories. A lot of people throw that wave out there to throw the fact of what the truth really is. So whenever
God,
they do put that stuff out there, it's like it's like we have to be under the influence of life not to understand what's going on. Like I'm very much in tune with understanding how our people are moving right now. We have to get this together. So you right, brother. How do we know this? How do we get past this though? What's the solution?
Solution for what exactly?
For like the depression and all that, the understanding of how people being like not taking it serious. A lot of people don't take that serious.
Because they're not gonna make it. I don't know what else to say. Um, they're not destined to make it. It is what it is. It's like I got the message a year ago to stop trying to wake people up. They said we're gonna waste our time trying to help the people that cannot understand. They have cognitive dissonance.
Thank you.
That's a
But what's
mental issue. It make their brain go burn, burn, burn.
so
You
this
feel me?
I gotta say this then. I feel like that's towards the grown people. We can't wake up the grown people. The grown
Yeah,
people, those are the ones we can't waste our time on.
but 13 on up is old
Yeah,
enough to say. They say
13 and up,
they
they
said
responsible for their own sins. They
they're responsible.
responsible. That's when
mm,
they come open.
ah,
You right.
Yep.
But how do we get them from 0 to 7, from 7 to 12?
Man, if you see a lot of people cannot even bear children at this time
real talk.
because and when I get calls I have to tell them I say, the most high don't really bless no mess. I
That's
know
not your job
he,
to decide.
look, he
Just
blessed a lot of
take
mess.
your talking and do the work. Hey, that makes sense, Marcel. But I feel you, instead of doing the talking, we do need to work. You right. That's the absolute truth on that. And then Miss Collins, you right. That's not. I mean, the ones that's not open and woke by now, as far as the grown people. Yeah, the grown people, yeah, we can't worry about them, but the kids, that's my main focus. I'm depression and anxiety affect most of our kids, and then they turn until that's ADHD, ADD. No, them kids are actually responding, reacting to the medication you just put them on, and then actually understand that they going through a poverty that they got a subliminal message of life to understand. Hey, man, this here is Christmas. This is Thanksgiving. And when we recept to what happened to Thanksgiving and how Christmas brought about, the Jesus that they talking about wasn't born in December. And the Thanksgiving wasn't Thanksgiving. That was things taken to kill off all these damn people to take their land. So that's the depression when the kids keep hearing this, seeing the same bullshit going on, and then it's falsified, it's a subliminal message. Who do we trust? We can't trust our goddamn mama. Cause my mama done had
That's
me
what
thinking,
discernment is for. That
yeah,
is what our discernment is for.
yeah,
Because I'm not wasting no time. I don't care. You feel me?
right. Heck
I
yeah.
we just can't. And when it comes to like you said, the kids, um, my kid probably got like ADD or ADHD. My brother tried to tell me there's nothing wrong with him. I don't think nothing's wrong with him. I just know he's on the spectrum of not here. You feel me? Like he lives in La La Land, but he's so smart, the 3 year old.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
he's
you know
not.
what,
He's a
you know what,
vegan. He
you
don't.
know what
He never had no
ADHD is?
shots. You know.
ADHD, that really is though, right?
I call it absent daddy home disorder.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, that
Need your
makes
old,
sense.
you need the old fashioned ass whooping.
Nah, that's not.
Absent.
That's hell no. Hold
Shit,
You
on. Look,
hear? You hear my
you
brother?
was
I have.
fucking
I have.
down.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Look. Hey, we can't do it for the kids, and we beating the kids at the time. Uh,
Wait,
God body.
time out. You
Hey,
say
hey,
beating the kids?
whooping.
Nah, my boy.
Hold on. Hold on. Any type.
I'm
Hold
listening.
on. I'm
I'm listening.
keeping it. I'm keeping it 1,000 because for you, this is tried and tested. I've actually seen this. At a young age, say about 3, I make them stand in a wall like squatting and hold a book or something. You're gonna get a 6 pack if you acting bad around here, but I'm never gonna touch you. I'm never gonna touch you. Like I'm never gonna
Hey, well, for each his
I'm never
own.
gonna
Over
do
here,
nothing
you
to
gonna get
you.
that ass
No,
spanked.
but I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do whatever.
Get that
Hey,
ass
no, no,
toe up.
I feel it. I feel it, but I do feel like at a point we were taught, hey, it's why we look at ourselves in our communities a certain type of
Mm.
way. It's not too many people that look at you and say, hey, me being a brother, hey man, the way bro carry himself. I like the way bro carry himself. Peace to the goddess. I love the way the goddess carry herself. God body, what's up? Man? This is how I literally go around talking to people 24/7. So if we start doing these things the way we fall into the negativity, then I can see it. I can see it. But you
Mm.
can't be blowing big blunts in front of your kid. You can't live a certain way and turn around
That's the
and
truth.
child for being a child. I mean, if you're not gonna
No,
hold
hold it.
yourself, if you
The,
do, if, I'm God body. I'm right here. What's popping?
the understanding to the way I move with my
Mm-hmm.
kids get taught to thoroughly. Before they get that,
Yeah.
because I don't like repeating. I'm not going to repeat myself to you after I done told you multiple times of doing something. I'm not going to tell you 5 or 6 times, now go stand in the wall. No. Do that shit again and see what happened to your little ass. Same way if you leave out this house, you go out there and do something, them people will kill your ass. Fuck talking to the kid. I don't do no talking to
Yeah.
my kid. I talk to him thoroughly and give them
Yeah.
good understanding.
Yeah.
But when I tell you something,
Yeah.
you got 1 time, 2 times. That 3rd time, oh, that ass is mine. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. You know why I got? You know why I do that? My grandmama, my grandma
Yeah.
raised me. It's things in me right now that I will never do again in my damn life because I know if I do that, boy, something gonna come behind that.
Hey,
That
bro.
talking to all you, them kids too smart today to just be talking. I'm just gonna talk to my kids. Just talk to them. I'm gonna
But you,
talk to
you
you.
can't
I'm gonna
scare.
give you
You
a
can't
lashing
scare.
too.
You want them to be emotionally available. They right. Hey man, Marcel, he right, bro. Like
Spoil child,
you
spread the
want
rod.
that. So I'm happy we talking about this tonight because a lot of depression, anxiety, actually come from shit abused you. It come from a child shaking,
Yep.
and these type of things from something somebody does to them, bro. A lot of the
Yep.
real big obese women, they are obese. Somebody molested them at a very young age. Some of them forgot that it happened, and I
And
got
it
this
come
from a
right back to him
hypnotherapist.
once it's
I got this no,
similarity.
but once they remember what happened, and the hypnotherapist say he was basically able to make people lose like 150 pounds in 6 months, in 3 months, just from
Huh.
them going to hypnotherapy, realizing that it was okay for them to be beautiful or look a certain way again. They ate themselves because they didn't ever want to be touched again. So I mean, a lot of people dealing with depression and anxiety, they get these disorders. It comes from abuse, any type of different abuse. So I was just going to that. Because most people that whip their kids, they haven't really challenged themselves to be themselves. So if you're not disciplined, how do you? You know, yeah,
I
they
don't
grown
know. I
souls
beg
in
to
little
differ.
bodies, in little bodies. They know way more than we give them credit. That's you know,
I beg a difference on that. I understand, but at the same time, brother, I'm sorry. I don't I haven't whooped my, I haven't had to spank my son. When I say spank him, I haven't had to spank him in shit. He 8 now. His last spanking he had was when he was 5. And the reason why is because he was doing something that I told him to stop doing. He just looked at me like I was just talking to that wall. No, brother. And the next step is go get in the wall. No. Wall my ass. Come and bring that ass here, buddy. Come here. And guess what? Guess what? Still to this day, my son, it ain't no talk back, ain't none of that pop out fly shit. No, none of that. And that's our
Well,
communication too.
we talked about this earlier,
Yeah.
me and
You ready?
Knowledge, and I was just saying, like, coming from a person who has been abused since a child, it it was hard for me to even get to the point where I was like, oh, I shouldn't even be beating them because you done got your ass whooped so much you don't really know what the difference is, or if it was wrong until, like he said, you self reflect.
Well,
And
see, I don't know what abuse look like. I'm gonna say that because when I got my butt toe up, it wasn't abuse. When I was growing up, it wasn't no such thing called no abuse. You got abused
I
by
mean,
your mama.
I got my ass whooped so bad as a child. I mean, my mama hit me with lamps, all kind of shit, and she's true to
That's
who she
abuse.
is.
Yeah, that's abuse.
Okay,
That is abuse.
yeah, I'm trying to tell
Well,
you.
I'm
So
sorry to hear that.
you get to the point where you be like, me, I'm 5'2". And he know how big I am. Oh, he
I
talking
weigh
about, he must be
I
talking
weigh
about
300 and
Yoda.
I weigh 345 pounds, and I don't. I give him that pack. Yeah, it ain't none of me
Oh my
forcing EG.
Yeah, and
Nah,
I
it's just enough.
get his point because my brother who's talking, he's one of the only people in my life that never, you know what I mean, never abused me when I was a child. We got
Right.
into a fight before,
God,
but
buddy.
I was
Yeah,
older. So as a
Wait.
child,
Hold
yeah,
up, hold up. You and that brother right there got into a fight.
but one time, you know how long I've been
It,
alive?
hell, it don't matter. My son only 5, and he 8 now. He got an ass with him one time, but that's me wrong. No.
No, I don't like that. Like I said, it's okay for that.
mm,
But what I'm saying is he's right about how much do you weigh, how much do your kids weigh. I'm just saying we get this ass cutting stuff from them systematically putting in our head that we were slaves and we were beaten.
I want to answer your brother. I'm sorry. Easy, my boy. It's
He
easy.
got listen, my brother got so many kids that he's never beat.
yeah,
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 I don't beat
You
my
get what
kids
I'm
either.
saying?
See,
Like he
yeah,
got
it's
kids, man. He
it's a
got
yeah,
difference
custody.
between beating and
Listen,
the discipline.
he
yeah,
have custody of my niece. She is 13 since
yeah.
she was born. He has
Yeah,
had my
Mm,
niece 13
God,
years.
body. Shout out to
You know
him.
what
that's
I mean? She got straight A's and
Yeah,
B's.
I'm proud of
She's,
that, but
you feel me? Like she listens. She messes up.
exactly because he put it in, he instilled in her, and his tone will let her know that if you do too much, too out of line, your ass gonna get some get right some kind of way. What's the get right? I'm gonna put you in the coma, make you scrub and slow.
Yeah.
That's abuse, hell.
No.
how is
See,
that abuse?
No. So
Oh my God.
you're
Oh
saying
my God.
discipline is not,
Yeah.
you're saying discipline is abuse, but it's not. That's like me
No.
telling my son he can't play his video game. Is that abuse? No. You
Hey,
act
some
up
of
for
them,
not playing.
depending on how you raise some of them kids, they will act like you abuse them if you take your game. I didn't take their
I mean,
game. I,
he do be acting crazy, but there's nothing you can do. You feel
yeah,
me? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I
I
get
had to
it.
practice that. Yeah,
man,
but
I'm still here.
I will say this: showing your kids your or making them stronger. Like I say, if I have a child that's very difficult, they're gonna be very strong. It's gonna that we're gonna use that energy somewhere. But abusing them or none of that, yeah, I don't think you have no reason to hit kids. If you start from day one, like a lot of people by the time their child is 1, they probably didn't had 6, 7 different vaccines. They had several things that came inside of their body without their will, and that the parent has let it So they've gotten started off to a certain start. But if you're able to connect and
Yeah.
you have a balance of energies, not just a mother, not just a father, if you have a balance of energies, like if we really had, I don't think we would suffer with as much of what we suffer with. And everybody knows where the I'm gonna beat you where that mentality really came from. I mean, it's been put and put down. I don't think it's ever been a time in history that people thought you really had to beat or torture somebody to get them to understand what you want them to
I
do.
don't think our kids had those mental problems.
No,
Sorry.
no,
I just don't think,
no.
like, I get frustrated because I'm like, I don't think the kids 2 incarnations ago, that little bit ago, had
Yeah,
these mental problems. Like, y'all feeding our
yeah,
kids, they come out the womb acting like something is wrong, you know?
yeah,
Well,
yeah. But I think the medicines is just like you said. Make sure I repeat that. You said more and what other herb help with anxiety? We need to post and put that in something where people can actually you know
Mugwort, blue vervain, chamomile. I even be using poppy seeds in some of my mix because if you actually boil that pure opium, try to get the dark purple ones. It actually helps out a whole lot with anxiety, grief, and depression. So
okay, Mr. Harris, I feel you on that. That makes sense, but I give my son a lot of understanding. He's very intelligent. He's not afraid of me. He's not afraid of the fact that, hey man, I can talk to my father about anything. I can come to him for anything, and we got a good understanding. But the way the American society set up, you have your kid telling you, you hit me, you going to jail. Okay, if I go to jail, you going to somebody that don't care about you, don't know you. Yeah, if I don't discipline you, if I don't give you discipline, correct discipline, then they gonna kill you. They gonna lock you up for the rest of your life. The mentality where I come from, stop.
yeah. Stop spanking, watch your level up. I mean, I think it's where you come from. You are what you saying is where you come from. You are saying what you was taught at a young
Uh,
age. That huh?
Man, my mom raised me to a point where I didn't get no whoopings unless I did something out the way. I didn't get in trouble unless I did something out the way. That talking shit don't work. Run
Okay,
from
so
it, don't
so
work.
so so, so what if you make a kid pick up a book instead of whooping them for every whooping you would exchange, you sit down with
I
them
do
and
that
you make
anyway.
sure and you make yeah,
I do that anyway.
but I'm saying every time they get in trouble, they know you finna read some novels, you finna read some cultivation, you finna learn how to grow plant, you finna do some work, you finna you putting in work. What if you exchange that for the whoopings? Like you would just I just say that there should be something where people at least life should be like a science project. Like
Yeah,
let me see what life is like if I don't eat for 2 weeks. Like I play we have a vessel. So why not just play with the vessel and see what works out sometimes? Because
yeah,
we
yeah.
obviously was told everything incorrect. I can't think of too much right just in the past. If you say I learned this from my family or village, I can't think of a lot. Now that's one thing I would say with my father. He did a lot, but he didn't believe in whooping us at all. My mama did definitely believed in putting the smack down on the kids. She definitely believed in it, but my daddy
You
really
ain't,
did
you ain't never
believe.
been in no trouble. You ever been in any trouble?
Of course, like that.
You ever
Yeah,
been in jail?
yes, that. Yeah,
Ever been locked up for a period of time?
it would that would matter what you consider a period of
And you
time.
been gone away from home for more than 6 months of your time?
No, no,
No, right?
no,
Okay.
no.
Now, throughout that time, your mama whooped your ass before that, though, right?
Uh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that would be true.
Okay.
That would be true.
Okay. Now, this my understanding to that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been in no trouble, and I'm probably like I probably been like one of the most, like, for real.
Mm-hmm.
But I do. The reason why I ain't never been in no trouble because I do just enough to where I know I ain't finna get no ass whooping for.
Hey, see
Cause
see,
that ass whooping
you
make you
caught.
think about what you doing.
Now, see, I broke down everything and digested everything you just said. When you asked me about jail, I'm a person where one day in jail is too much for me. I don't
Shit,
feel
me
like
too.
people.
Ain't
I don't think people should go to jail for owing traffic ticket money. There's a lot out there that you could, particularly a person could go to jail for. One day is too. So you said what's a long period of time for jail? I think it is a culture with beating, whooping, doing ourselves a certain way where we don't value. Like a lot of people celebrate. They You celebrate death in jail to young people, and then you see how the younger generation act, and you show them more hate. We show them more hate. Matter of fact, man, I think the whoopings and that anger and talking to your kids, call it, bro. You think about how many mothers call their daughters b words, or now
yeah,
people, bro,
I'm with that part
they
too. I get
yeah. So yeah, man. Like I don't think you ever should really look at your child, even if you get frustrated and anger. At our level, we should be able to practice some type of restraint. Restraint. You know, when you don't show them anger, like I say, I'll make them pick up a book if I get tired. You know, you're gonna stand on. You're gonna
see,
exercise. You run in place. We hit the laps. I mean, whatever. I think it's a lot of different ways.
I believe it's a lot of ways for everybody to do a lot of things in their household, the way they conduct their house. You know what I'm saying? The way they how they maneuver off in their house. So I believe that's understood. But at the end of the day, the way I'm gonna raise my child is gonna work because the way I was raised, and I seen how it worked for my mama, how it worked on my end. I'm
Right.
not only reason why I'm depressed and stressed out because of those bullshit ass economy that where I gotta change something that I don't even supposed to be changing to get to live. And I can't even go. I go to work for 8 hours a day. If I go to work 8 hours, sometimes 12 hours a day. It's 24 hours in a day. Shit. Hell no, I'm not supposed to sit up here. Nah, I'm gonna raise my kids the same way I was raised and teach them how to pull up from their bootstrap. You better not go out there and fuck. You go out there and fuck up. Them white people gonna kill you. Them white people gonna put your ass in jail. You gonna put yourself in there.
Oh
Hell nah.
man.
Nah, you better not get out there and do no bullshit. You do any bullshit, you reflection on me. You get out there and act though you disrespecting the household. You shaming the house.
Mm.
Once you get out there and shaming the house, get what? You can't shame my house no more time. Nah.
God, God is indigo.
Huh?
Piece of the goddess. What do you think about the medications? The medications. No, let's take it here. The shadow work. What do you think about the depression, anxiety, all of the things we have talked to up until this point? What do you think shadow work kicks in? Because I think we definitely on vibration of reflection.
Shadow work kicks in when so so it basically digs into your past and your inner child to see how you can heal from it and free yourself because it's a part of really freeing yourself from the matrix.
Mm.
So it kind of helps with mental health. Totally. You feel me? I don't think shadow work ever ends. That's another question I got earlier from somebody. Like, I feel like you do that for a long, 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 long time. You know, it's always something you can heal from. But I feel like the first wave of doing it is intense because you have to learn from your past. And if you can't learn from your past and you're stuck there, it kind of leaves you, like grandma said, with blockages. It kind of, it kind of blocks you. So that's it. I mean, most people get shadow workbooks. I got a shadow workbook, and it basically asks you a question about your past each day, and you kind of have to bring up those memories and tap in, meditate, a lot of people suppress their memory. A lot of people can't really remember how, because of all the pain we endure, they don't even really know how much pain it was for them to get their ass beat when they was younger. Like I asked you earlier, and you had to tap in, and you was like, you know what? You right. I
Yeah.
remember some shit. You know, it took you a minute, but you was like, I do remember some stuff.
Shit, I can tell you
So
right off top how they feel. I remember them like it was yesterday. That's the reason why I won't do none of the stuff that I did. I won't go back and do none of that goofy shit that I feel like they feel like was wrong. Whatever she
I
right,
thought
can't
that
lie.
was wrong.
I can't lie. It made me more angry. It made me more angry. Like it's the next once somebody else did it. First of all, your daddy leave home, and then your mama finally your mom something like that. Now
You want to get
somebody
in?
else in school
There
or
we go.
anything around. It's like the next. I
I
wish
had each
somebody
other.
flinch wrong. Like you start getting this, and now you find a bunch of people
You didn't give me nothing.
everybody thinking that I
Right
wake
there.
some up. This is this is the environments. This is the environments that we live in. Yeah,
he
this is
said
the
it don't make.
environment. Yeah,
He said it
yeah,
don't make you. I mean, you know, I get it. I don't know if you know. It is what it is. Everybody have their own mission, lessons that they got to learn in their mission. Everybody have their own journey. Um, and that's just how I feel about it. Like some people just came to learn different things. Some people didn't come to learn what you came to learn. Some people came to learn everything that you know. You know. So
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
time.
So now and I think what you just spoke on is really what leads to becoming the better version of you. If you can take note of what you did yesterday, and you can, the majority of people in the world, they never written down their tree of life. They've never written down journals where they talked about what they did every day. Most people don't have that type of structure. They don't even think about writing down what and how life was affected from day to day. So yeah, so I think if you start doing that, it's really easy for us to know what's real and what's not. I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, we just had a thing, whether you agree or disagree, deep inside, we know that we feel like if we know if a child look up to you and they feel, but you kind of know that. Yeah, so I think there's this mentality where there is this do as I say, not as I do. I think a lot of people teach the instead of being the example as a parent,
Mhm.
instead of being that example, they actually want to speak on what it should be, but not show the example. Yeah,
Right,
like yeah, how do you speak on something, but you're the opposite of what you're saying? It's like telling a kid you're a vegetarian, but I'm eating steaks every night. Uh,
right.
the child probably gonna want with the yeah. I just don't see how we make the example, don't be the example. So I just hold myself accountable like that. If if if
Yep.
if I'm
That's
if
I
I'm
tell
gonna
you
tell
this.
you something, I gotta be what I'm telling you. Uh-huh.
This is what I was talking about earlier when you called to chop it up, and I was like asking y'all questions. That's just how I felt, you know,
Yeah.
because you,
Yeah.
you slip up and tap them in the back of their head, and then you be like, oh, baby. But some people don't care. Some people
No,
don't
they
care,
don't.
you know. They just keep it moving,
Yeah.
like whatever, nigga, blah blah blah. Like, come on.
When you said it to
And
me, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
apologizing too. People don't like apologizing to the kids, but I be
Mhm.
telling them, like, listen,
Yeah. You have to. You have
I'm
to.
sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know at that time. Like this is what I was taught. Like it's a whole
Right.
lot of those conversations people need to have with people. Like I say, I'm so far in the present. I didn't even think about it. You was like, "Did your mama used to beat you?" I say, "Shit, nah, man, mama, nah, not really." I had to, and then I left just started replaying. I said, "Damn, like we did have some right, we did have some of those, but who even thinks about that? Like with their mama. Yeah, like I say, yeah, I would never want to fit. See, I hate to jump around, but these are the things even for me, like they become not kind of uncomfortable to an extent because you don't want to ever offend the next person. You don't ever want to offend. Like I wouldn't want to offend my mother by saying, yeah, she used to, but yeah, especially if you know what I'm saying. And we live where people, some people go to churches. We just talked about a pastor and allegations with pastor. A pastor could have raped 100, molested 100 children, and nobody will say anything.
One thing.
And a child won't even say nothing. And it's going around with other kids. We got to kill this culture where certain things are uncomfortable to speak about. Like if you've experienced, and that's your experience. If it can help you, I think it has to be a healing and a building here. We're gonna talk about what you went through as an excuse to continue the same type of behavior, whatever structure you're
Right.
already on, is no good. But if you actually using that as a catalyst or a catapult to say, I've been here, look where I'm going, that's different. God body. What like God body. Yeah, what like but yeah. Yeah, I think you got to use what you've been through as a look where I'm at now. Look what I went through. Look where I'm going. You always got to be able to see something high, especially a lot like slavery. I look at that as one of the craziest subjects and topics dealing with the whole depression and all that because we,
Mm-hmm.
we have never existed or felt that as a the slavery that we under. Everybody has felt. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a skin. You
Right.
know, the slavery, the oppression that we're under now, it doesn't have a skin color.
even
It does,
even the oppression then, that's what don't even make no sense because you got a lot of Caucasians that'll tell you, well, my dad, my granddad, and great granddad, they built the railroads. Like, yeah, because y'all came over here to be slaves, and we don't get that shit either. You feel me? Like, y'all came over, y'all pulled up to be slaves and voluntary. Hey, let's
yeah,
infiltrate this country and be slaves so we can say we work too. Like,
yeah,
y'all, So
yeah. I
yeah,
don't care.
that that's it there.
Yeah, and I say a lot because a lot of people are at the point where they don't want to volunteer, saying they got a job, but they haven't raised their heights or their frequency enough or tapped in to their inner aura enough to be able to shine bright and do whatever they choose to do to be able to make it through this matrix that we live in too. Like the value, the value comes from the thoughts, your diet, what you think, what you look at, what you listen to, what you pay attention to, what you do every day. Whatever your diet is with that, that's where your results lie. But then I don't know. Instead, we make the whole excuse for how things is. I just think we so far past that. I think if we presently if everybody starts right now and say, look, this, yeah, because all of the past, I don't know. Like I don't think the past only matters when you are dealing with depression, anxiety, being bipolar, schizophrenia. When you need to go through that work, then
Right.
the past matters. But yeah, Indigo, I think we
Mm.
did our thing tonight, though. You got any closing statements? Because yeah, definitely any closing statements or becoming the best
Yeah.
version of yourself.
All I can say is do some protection work. You know, people don't take the protection serious. They think crystals and all these herbs. You can drink a herb tea and it'll protect your energy
Mhm.
because herbs have protection benefits. So I feel like if people would
Mhm.
take it more serious, it would help the entire collective. Herbs, sea salt, crystals, affirmations, intentions, um, you know, let go of the fear and the fear based tactics. It's just so much. so many things you can protect yourself with. You know, people don't think chakras are real, and you just be like, you know, I'm just not going there with that person. But studying, it's just it's just a time because don't nobody really want to do nothing, but they want to. Oh, I'm gonna call you for this, or hey, it's not worth it if you're not gonna put in the work. Just like you said, you got people to help you with the tools, but you don't really want to put that work in. We can't do the work for you. All we can do is provide you with what we got,
Yeah.
you know? And some people won't even do that if they don't feel like you even anything. And I already said my last closing statement. If anybody needs any knowledge, I got plenty of free PDF files. I got Black Root Science. I got Black Laws Dictionary, Book of Enoch, Return of the Anunnaki. I got all kind of books in my phone. And that's G Lady. And that's free. And that's free. But see, what I don't do is mess up with people who haven't studied. You feel me? I'm
Mhm.
going to provide you with it, anybody and everybody. But don't come messaging me if you ain't even read the material. You know how people be like asking you for it and then you send it and then they still like this. Did you even open the PDF file yet? You know?
Yeah.
So I just think people gotta be serious about that protection and that knowledge and them because it's serious. We're in the middle of spiritual warfare and
Come on.
don't nobody take it serious. Like them demons can take your soul at any time if you're not destined.
Mm.
Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday, Queen. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I
Praise God,
apologize.
body.
Yeah, I apologize if I'm getting on her the last minute, but I've been spending time with family. Hey, I just want to shout out to the last comment you said. Hey, I respect what you say, Queen. I've been watching her a little bit. And me personally, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna reach out to you. I'm gonna reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, I'm gonna reach out to you on my own time. Sometimes you telling me stuff, and I'm
Okay.
reading it and I'm getting it, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna reach out to you on my time when it's the right time, so it won't feel like
Oh,
I'm
body.
forced. And King, K Key, did we not have
God,
fun last
body.
night?
Hey man,
K
we
Key,
see we
K
seen the
Key,
comedian Garrett Owens. Garrett Owens. We was outside last night.
K Key, did we not
Yeah.
have a good time
Yeah.
last night?
Hey, it was moving. It
Did,
moving.
did, did,
It
did,
was
did I
moving.
not have my sisters with me? Protected? Were we not
Oh,
protected? Was
yeah.
we good?
Oh yeah. God,
Did I not?
God
Hold on.
body.
They said, hold on. They said, oh, they gotta pay. They gotta pay gas. I said, nah, ain't nobody who with me, ain't nobody gonna pay. That we waited 5 minutes before we got things straight. They end up paying me $100 on a bet that they thought they was gonna win. But guess
Yeah.
what? Y'all keep that $100 to let me and my guys go in and let's have fun. And that's what we did. God is good all the time, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, Grandma Peace.
God body.
That's it.
God body.
That's going
God
on.
body.
Okay, Key, you know
Hey,
what's
yeah.
going on, man. Hey, now.
Oh yeah.
What's up, P?
God body. God
What's
body.
up,
What's
man?
this? Yeah, word life.
Fuck these
Word
niggas
life.
up, man.
God body.
Hey, hey, take Key.
Yeah.
Fuck these
God
niggas up,
body.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, man,
Word
I'm
life.
with, you know who I'm with,
Yeah.
man. That's my
Yeah. God body.
that's my security.
Word
Look, that's
life.
my security.
Yeah.
You got that's your
That's my
security.
Yeah.
secret service right there.
Yeah.
I'm with Lance, yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah.
gonna let
Say
you know.
that.
Listen,
That's it.
he he gonna let you know.
Say yeah.
He gonna let you know how his mouth what he is. I ain't got to threaten him. I ain't got none of that.
Yeah.
Gang. You already know what's going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
God body.
Oh,
God body.
my bad. I don't know what kind of promotion.
Hey, yeah.
I don't
All
know what
right.
kind of
Yeah.
promotion.
Word life.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to do that. I don't know what kind of promotion y'all got going on, but
Hey
yeah.
man, hey,
What kind of
hey, yeah,
promotion?
yeah. What kind of football? What's popping?
Now I'm saying I don't want to get on here, doing too much, get y'all kicked
Hey,
off or
look,
whatever.
do this right here. We doing closing statement. We gonna wrap it up. So,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
Tell
Everything
us.
all good. Appreciate love.
Oh,
All
no,
respect to everything going on.
we gotta hear. We gotta hear. Do you think people deal with the anxiety, being bipolar, having grief, or schizophrenia? Do you think people deal with any of
Oh,
that kind of
mental
stuff?
illness. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
mental
Mental
illness.
illness. Yeah, mental health. Yeah, that's real. I got a cousin with mental health. In the
Yeah,
family, it took a long time for us to even understand. You know what I'm saying? We thinking, you know what I'm saying, he just doing this, but yeah, that's real. You got to be on the lookout. Shout out to my cousin Mike. He
Oh
talking about Mike. Yeah,
God
yeah, Money
Mike.
body.
Mike.
Money
Yeah,
Mike.
All
He
right.
was in the Sad Ass Swag video, the crazy one with the sound that I had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
crazy Mike.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
crying.
yeah.
yeah.
I
He's
am
Yeah,
crying
yeah,
now.
yeah.
No
family
Yeah.
had
cap,
to
no
He did
cap.
that energy
deal
out
with it.
there.
Nobody knew how to deal with
White
it, so
light.
it just it was bad all the way around. But yeah, mental illness for
Yeah.
real. Keep on the lookout, Bobby.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
Shout
body.
out to my boy Bobby
Not
He
Nation.
say
Bobby.
Y'all go
Bobby. Hey,
check that
Bobby
out. I don't know what kind of
right
promotion
there.
y'all got going
God
on.
body.
Grandma. Hey,
The Bobby
Grandma.
support y'all. Oh, who said grandma?
Hey,
I got
girl, I
my
know we
data.
got
This my
That's
data in Roach.
Miss Angelique. God, yeah, God body. How you doing, Grandma? How you doing?
Oh, that's a name.
man, her thing ain't
It ain't
working. That little
working.
thing is
Nah, it
not
ain't moving.
moving.
Well, that my data
Yeah,
in
it ain't
Roach.
moving.
That my data in
Yeah,
Roach.
yeah. All right, yeah, man. But yeah, we can't. You don't think a mic working, but yeah, close the statement on tonight. To anybody out there that's dealing with depression, anxiety, being bipolar, schizophrenia, the one thing I'm gonna say, I say often, there's two different forms. There's a form of FARM, where you have farmers, where you deal with certain things, entities, and
Hey, can you hear me?
oh, look who we can hear, Grandma House. What's going down? Hey,
Hey guys.
what's going down?
I
Grandma.
did
Yeah,
it.
there we
I
go.
am
We are so
I am
proud of you, Grandma.
technologically illiterate and I apologize. But of course my younger starseed son's like, "Oh, this is how you do it, Mom." I'm like, "My God, I remember when Pong on a computer was a big deal, you know?"
Yeah, yeah. So you've been watching the show tonight. You've been tapped in tonight. I mean, you've been commenting. You had a lot to say. Like, what's your take on the depression, anxiety, but on everything we talked about tonight? Oh, she disappeared.
And look, she gone that
She
fast.
said, you're not finna
My
put me on
brother
the
said,
spot.
walk away from the light and go deeper in the darkness. But
God
see,
body.
that just doesn't work for me.
Mm. You
It
know
doesn't
what? I
work
be
for
wanting to
me.
hear people examples. I would like to chop it up with him. Like when he say that, yeah, I think there's something deeper to go into because he say deeper into the darkness. I don't know. I think it's
I mean, maybe for shadow work, but I don't want to stay
yeah.
there. But everybody have their own
What?
understanding of the dark and the light because people will say, "Oh, we came from the dark," but I ain't come from no dark. You feel
Yeah.
me? I came from a crystalline mothership, and that's full of crystal ether, which is pure indigo light.
Mm.
So when I have to take a step into the darkness, it puts me in a bad place, in a bad space. He said he's telling the weak ones to follow their path. Now that
Yeah, I was.
is
Yeah,
not
I knew it
true.
was something behind that one for real. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I felt it
Okay.
off top. I said,
Okay.
hold on.
I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it now.
yeah. Word life,
Okay. Okay.
word life.
I mean, I get.
Yeah,
Look, now I know
real life.
exactly what he's talking
Yeah,
about. He a hot mess,
yeah. He
man.
said,
But
yeah,
look, but that Gemini gonna tell you every
yeah,
time.
yeah,
That
yeah,
Gemini gonna tell you the truth every
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
But I feel it. That's how I deal with my mental health. I have a way of visualizing. Like I'll visualize everything and I'll give it to the sun. It's just a way of energy transferring, you know?
yeah.
If you can visualize your body rooted deep like a tree and you shoot up that bad energy and give it, I mean, there's just so many different ways to pull that energy out of you just with your mind. But people really don't know. You know, they stuck. Just like you said, they stuck in the dark. Ghost. Oh, ghost. Where do you see a ghost at?
Man, I just felt something behind me that I didn't even want to say. It touched me like three
And he
three
over
times
here
here. I
like
said,
ghost.
damn, and he
But
just
but
said that. I was just like, what the?
I was quiet earlier
Yeah.
because I felt like something was literally attacking my heart. Like I couldn't breathe earlier. That's why I wasn't talking. I was like,
Wow.
man, I can't breathe, you know?
Wow.
and it was pain. I don't know. It was real weird. That's why I ain't say nothing for a minute. I was like, I don't know what that is, but
Now I
it is
embrace
what
that.
it
If you're
is.
supposed to be around, it should be around. I might look or see something. I'm like, what the hell? I knew for a fact, but yeah, I didn't got to a point where yeah, it yeah, real talk. We got to be stronger. We have to realize. See, when we talk about the slavery, and I can end like a lot here. When we talk about all these things that happened from the past, imagine if you really went through that. What that you to be alive today after being part of anything that went through all that. So what are you now? Yeah, like if pressure makes
Man,
diamonds, what are we truly right now? Because we have to be something to where something feels like it has to keep an eye on you. Um, it has to censor what you think, hear. We have to be more than what we technically give ourselves credit for. That's why I value people. Like shit, shout out to
right.
everybody who then pulled up, tapped in. If they even had a clue, like I'm gonna make sure everyone knows the value that I think why they're here. I mean, and I think we all should definitely be doing that, but instead we do live by a competitive nature. Um, we live by every 30 days here in America's for surely. Every 30 days, your bills cycle and they're due again. So you on the rat race. On the first
Right.
run, by the 30th, you better have been way past that finish
Yeah,
line.
and by the fifth, you
Oh,
better
you
have
better
that shit
by the fifth,
together.
you better have all your you getting charged penalties. By the fifth, it's penalty time. Like it's penalties. So when you look at people life and yeah, you start seeing like by it, let that be known. Like I kick it with the haves, the have nots. I go to all the places where people is like nobody should go there because I feel like the people that have the least opportunity in this world a lot of the time have the best hearts. I didn't see people who people like don't you. This is a neighborhood you don't want to go in, but you go in that neighborhood, you see, yeah, there's a few people in there that make that neighborhood seem terrible. But from the most part, you see people there with beautiful hearts. You see diamonds all over that place. They just never had an opportunity. So at some point, we once we get
Right.
to a certain place, we have to start being that opportunity for others. And something told me yesterday.
That's your mission,
Yeah,
though.
that's it. Cause something told me that yesterday.
But you know that's not my mission because you know I can't do all that.
What you can't do.
Man, you know I can't be. I so say for instance, I can't
Yeah,
sit in
I
the
got
in the
you.
car or
I got you.
I can't be in the vicinity, and it's just because of
Yeah,
my
you pick it
sensitivity. Me
up.
and my brother was talking about it earlier. Like I am very, very energetic. Just I'm sensitive. Like from being just energy.
Yeah,
I don't like to be touched. I don't like when people get too close. I can feel it,
yeah,
like first off, don't even start walking towards me, none of
yeah.
that. Like I feel like I just feel like some people like me, they didn't give me that mission because I'm too prone. I'm too prone. Like spirits try to walk in me a lot. And people be like, how you know? Because I can feel the entities trying to walk into my soul. And grandma knows because grandma she deal with a lot of attacks.
Yeah, and it
It gets to the point where you
so
done with them. You
so you
can't
can't
deal with
really
them.
go in no big crowds.
No, I can't do it. I feel like Summer Walker on the low. Summer Walker said, "Don't touch me.
Mm,
Don't come on my stage. Don't touch me. Don't hug me. None of that shit. You feel me?
yeah,
I can't do it. Even from a child though, I never like being touched. Never. Like if I would fall asleep in school, I cuss the teacher out like, "Bitch, don't touch me forever. Like don't wait until." Wait, go get one of my friends or something, bitch. Like, don't touch me. I used to be like
yeah,
that in school. Like, don't ever touch me, ho. But that's just how I am, you know?
yeah.
Can't do it. And I can't drive either. I go into a spiritual sense. You don't
Mm.
know how you got these places, and I don't know what's going on. You floating through the stoplights and shit, man. I don't got time. I don't.
Oh, you don't drive at all?
Mm-mm. And I damn sure ain't driving in Jamaica. They drive like bats out of hell down
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
No.
I mean, that's probably the only anxiety I ever went through. I was in a wreck. I actually drove 18 wheelers, 48 states for like I probably did 48 states. I kind of dropped that, but after I left the logistics industry, after I left that industry, however which way, I was in a wreck in Dallas. Somebody hit me in my car, and the airbags popped out and all that. I didn't initially have any problems, but like 3 months or so later, it's like something would just take my spirit, and I would feel like I'm about to run into something. My brain just started saying a whole lot of crazy stuff, and the people were saying that that's normal sometimes when you have real bad wrecks. Uh, yeah, I start thinking of breathing a certain way and all kind of stuff. But yeah, you said mugwort and something, but basically I don't deal with that. But I don't like going up these real. They had these high overpasses that look like you traveling through clouds. I still don't like getting on them type overpasses. Like, yeah, I don't kind of play with that, but I don't have no problems driving. But yeah, I think a lot of that is post traumatic syndrome. That's exactly yeah. So I guess I have felt that part of it before, but yeah. What did I take? I took something to help that too. Like, oh my goodness, and I couldn't think it was mug water now. But yeah, we got it. But yeah,
Oh man, I thought you was talking about
no,
medicine.
I wasn't talking about no
But
medicine. I was talking about a herb. Uh, Goodness,
man, you was a
not mullein.
eucalyptus
Nah, it wasn't eucalyptus. Gosh, what the heck?
it's for pain
No, not for pain. It's supposed to be. It's supposed
for
to
your
help you deal
mental,
with anxiety, blood pressure.
for your mental and
Yeah,
your
yeah,
nerves.
and that kind of thing. Yeah, yeah,
I recommend mugwort, blue vervain, red clover flower. There's so many different flowers. I mean, chamomile, hibiscus. All the flowers do is calm you. Any other flowers, you know,
yeah.
they I add them in there for flavor and they help calm you. Um, I got a list of herbs. I'm gonna have to send them to you, and I'll just put them in the group because
Yeah.
he said, "What are you saying?" I don't know, y'all. What am I saying?
Yeah, he's a minute, but yeah, but yeah, yeah. Hey, somebody else who popped in. Yana Edwards.
She said, "Why are you still itching, Grandma? I am literally having a like,
Let's see how the
like,
relapse.
listen, Grandma. Like, I can't, and it's every time I get on this live,
Wow.
I'll be good, but." She's told me, she's like, you getting spiritually attacked. I'm like, man, fuck them demons.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
and nothing I can do. They've been attacking me for a year consistently, and I don't know what else you want me to do. I just, it's been longer than a week, Grandma. It's
Yeah.
been 2 weeks since my breakout from that liquor. I took a sip of the liquor,
Do, do,
one sip of daiquiri, and just immediately I could feel something trying to walk in me, and I started breaking out. You
mm,
know I'm not drinking no more.
say no
He said, if you're
alcohol.
not happy with the man in the mirror, nobody will be. Of course not. That's part of the self love. Be honest with who you are, how you treat people, how you want to be treated. The sooner you accept yourself. I feel like people's triggers are for people personally. I don't feel like people's triggers are for people to speak on because no one really knows why people's triggers are what they are.
Mm,
I feel like people should accept people for who they are and try to see if that's something that they want to continue to be around, because people are going to heal on their own time and people are going to see what's wrong with them on their own time. It's not up to somebody to badger or try to get people to realize this is what's wrong with you. You feel me? It's like leave people alone when it comes to personal sensitive. But I'm so sensitive, I can understand why people
I gotta ask you.
don't
I
talk
gotta
to
ask you a
people.
question on that. I gotta ask you a question on that. Um,
Hi, Yana.
yeah.
What?
So people with triggers tend to project a lot of times. They will project their
Yes.
triggers on you. So if you live around somebody with triggers who projects whatever energy off on you, how do you still deal with them and just let them go through their growing? But you're gonna get involved. I think it's there. It's
Try to help.
there. Yeah,
Try to
yeah.
help. Give suggestions. Like say somebody's trigger. I'll use
Big
me. My
percentage.
trigger is grief.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna use me. And this is why me and one of my family members got into it. Because instead of you, I will tell you exactly what happened. I set my altar up for my
Mhm.
kid's father. You know, someone came in and basically said something, and it was like, "Oh, I know you sensitive," some condescending things about the ancestors, and then you get to saying, "That's a trigger for me. You speaking on my ancestors and my spirit guides because I know you don't honor yours,
Mhm.
so don't even speak on mine." So things like that could be a trigger because first off, don't ever speak on my baby daddy because I'll just block a motherfucker. I don't care who it
Yeah.
is. You
Yeah.
feel me? But it be stuff like that. You just leave people alone. You already know how they feel, and I feel like grief is a topic people need to leave people
Yeah.
alone. Like you can't tell somebody when to get over somebody
Nah.
passing away from this realm. We want you to be aware of the room. Stuff where take me as I am, and that's exactly what people need to do. Take me as I am, or let me live my life. That's how people should
Most
be.
definitely.
I don't believe in changing folks. Let people be who they are. Allow them to learn, allow them to grow. And if they don't want to, then maybe let them just get some time or whatever with certain people. Just depends on how far the relationship, things like that.
Hmm. Yeah. I agree with you on that. I think a lot of times we don't people judge people because they do think they more enlightened and they start judging the person with intentions. Their intentions is not to help. But I don't know. I think it's different when you do deal with people with a whole lot of triggers. You gotta be a pretty
Hmm.
patient person because people do tend to project a lot of insecurity, different things. People will project it on you, things that trigger people. So yeah, I don't know on that. I think it gets difficult when. Wow, hey, that's real right there. You see what Grandma she said when I get on. Let's talk about white guilt versus white mask.
I don't even know what that is.
Wow, Let, us
I mean,
go.
if somebody can explain it to me in a different manner, I probably, of course,
I,
can, you
I
know.
think she. That's
What's white
yeah. That's what she.
masking?
That's
What is white
yeah. She
masking?
want.
Like covering it up? Because she know how I feel
Yeah.
though. I feel like we get attacked by melanated people. We get attacked by Caucasians. We get attacked by people. So I be trying to tell people this is not a color war. This is an energy war.
Mm,
Because white people is ascending. I don't care what nobody told these people. This is a whole different ascension process than we ever had. That's why they stuck on stupid and stuck on the past. They said this is the first time that we will ascend with our bodies, and
mm.
they will put us into crystalline med beds and basically restore all of our bodies because we're supposed to live longer than 1,000 years old. So those who will ascend will get all of their powers back, will get all of their bodies back, their bones, our limbs. But we're not gonna have to leave this body in order to ascend, and it's the first time.
God
So
body.
that's what grandma be trying
God
to
body.
teach. She's like, how are we gonna get people to people to not kill all the white people. I'm like, listen, whoever's supposed to die is gonna die. I be trying to tell them
Yeah,
whoever is destined
yeah,
to pass. I don't care what color
yeah.
they is, they gonna go.
I mean, hey, you heard of die suddenly?
You
Die
know,
set. It's happening. It's happening
yeah.
all the time now. Like, yeah, it's definitely the only thing you're gonna have in this world now is your mind. And I agree with your brother saying, like, if you're not gearing up and ready to be strong, then you're gonna fall behind. Donnie, what's good, God body? What's up, Tip? You there?
White masking is the fake nice shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that little smile, grandma. That little white people smile.
Right there. That's it. That's white basking. Hey, look.
They do that little smile.
Hey, it is.
That's when you know they about to do some dumb
Hey,
shit.
look, for real. Do you think it is a race to to knowing a race inside versus out, like a race to really remembering who you are versus not remembering, like remembering your
It's
essence. Let's
Hunger
make an
Games.
essence. Yeah,
I think it is Hunger Games. Like nobody is seeing this. Like y'all, they not coming to get all y'all. Like for real. I'm trying to get them to understand,
yeah.
understand,
A
and
lot of people gonna.
overstand. Like Project Bluebeam is literally gonna be us leaving and them telling everybody left, oh, them niggas got abducted by aliens.
Yeah,
That's literally what Project Bluebeam is.
yeah,
So you gotta be like, it's a race.
yeah.
It's a race, but I mean, I don't know. Look at this one. Why you peeping?
God body, God body, God body.
He
Yeah,
thought his
God
uncle was on here. I'm like, you don't even
body.
hear him.
Yeah, yeah,
Uncle Bye, he's typing to us, but he might be gone. We'll call
yeah.
him later, okay?
Donnie out here, but he ain't said nothing. I don't know what he got going.
Uncle Bye said hi, baby. Hi, Uncle Bye. That's what he calls
Say
my
God,
brother. That's
bye.
his Uncle
Yeah,
Bye.
true story. True story. But yeah, Miss Indigo, man, I think it was an impactful night. Like I appreciate,
Yes.
yeah, we appreciate everybody that was tapped in, man. He say, yeah, that's the baby part. Like, yeah, we appreciate everybody that tapped in, man. Y'all could have been any other place, but y'all definitely came here. Hey, rock out, man. Y'all make sure y'all go like, share, subscribe. We all tap in. Let's collaborate, not
Right.
compete. Yeah, this is not a competition. This is a collaboration. Hey man,
Right. And
yeah.
my brother said he'll hop on. He'll hop on and he'll
Oh,
talk.
God
We
body.
gotta send him a link next time, but I'm gonna get
God
him on
body.
here.
God body. God body. Yeah, one love. One love. God body, man.